everyone, Crystal Romero here. I'm an independent Scentsy consultant out of Colorado. I have a cool video for you today. I am going to be covering all of the Bring Back My Bar waxes that were available to everyone in the month of June. So I did pick up a full set of the Bring Back My Bar waxes. It was 25 bars in all, which is kind of a lot, but it's kind of cool too to be able to have the opportunity to warm them all and give you all my reviews. So some of these waxes did make it into a subscription, my Scentsy subscription, which is just a program that you can order consumable products, even the Bring Back My Bar waxes when they're available. You have to kind of get them in there before you know, the end of the month, but anyways, you can sign up for a subscription on a monthly basis, or every 2 months, or every 3 months. So what I did, just to let you guys know, is any of these Bring Back My Bar waxes that I really liked, I put them in my 3-month subscription, which means that, you know, it wasn't all 25, I'll be honest with you, but there's so many other waxes and products that I like to try monthly, and I just didn't think that I needed to stock up or keep stocked on all of the waxes that I really liked. So to be able to get them every 3 months, and to be able to skip if I really don't need, you know, that order every 3 months was kind of appealing to me. So that's the way I kind of set this up. So without further ado, there are 25 bars to get through. I doubt it will all fit in one video, so we're likely going to split this into a 1-part, 2-part series. It is Saturday, so you're gonna be hearing my family in the background. My son is enjoying his Saturday morning, and my husband is kind of out and about too. So forgive the background noise if there should be any. That is just life. Another little housekeeping thing is my nails are a wreck. Please forgive me. I understand that I have a YouTube channel in which my hands get shown a lot. So I'm just in between manicures, and that's life, people. So just, I know they look like a hot mess, but that is what it is. So on to the content that this channel is all about. Scentsy Bring Back My Bar wax bars. To start out with, we're just gonna take this alphabetically. The first bar that they had offered is called Blue Hyacinth. And it's this really pretty, like, powdery blue. Let's see, the scent description for this guy, it says, florals from heaven, pure blue hyacinth is all about flower power. And I want to give you guys, if you can see, all of these are going to be missing a cube, because I actually went through, and for my benefit and yours, I warmed all of these to see if, you know, I was even gonna like them. I felt like I needed to do that in order to make an educated decision. That's my dryer going off. An educated decision on whether or not I was going to buy them again. So I couldn't do that just based off of the cold sniff, my impression of it, you know, without warming it. So you're gonna hear both of my opinions from when I smelled it, not warmed, and after I warmed it. And I made copious notes, so bear with me. Blue Hyacinth, at first, on cold sniff, I thought it smelled too powdery. It just, not, you know, saying it in a bad way, but it just kind of smelled like a little dated, like, you know, just too powdery of a floral. But once I warmed it, I loved it. So that was kind of a surprise to me. It mellowed it out once you warm it, in my opinion. It wasn't, you know, overly strong, which I thought it was going to be. And yeah, that was actually a nice surprise. So blue hyacinth, would I get it again? Yeah, I would. If you like that smell of hyacinth, then this is a beautiful fragrance for your home. And yeah, first impression. Then we had Candy Crave. Now this was, I was kind of tracking all of the wax bars throughout the month, and this and another one went out of stock the quickest. So Candy Crave, the scent description is this really kind of light sky blue color. It says, just the sweet stuff, raspberry sorbet, cotton candy, and fluffy marshmallow. On cold sniff, my first impression was that it was too sweet. I thought my husband would really like it because he likes the sweet bakery scents. But for me, I just thought, ooh, it's gonna be really, really sweet. But upon warming it, I loved it so much that I put it in my Scentsy subscription. So I see why this went out of stock so quickly, and I put it in my subscription, you know, right after I saw that it went out of stock, because I just didn't want to forget. So that's a really good one for those that are familiar with this fragrance. You already know how great it is, but I loved it as well. Then we have a scent called Coffee Tree. Now this Coffee Tree, it's like a really pretty brown color, and upon smelling it, it smells like just a nice medium roast coffee, like coffee beans or ground coffee. Nothing too dark, pretty even keeled medium roast. I will say that when I warmed it, it gave me a headache. It was so strong, and I'm not one to be really sensitive, you know, when I'm warming all of my wax bars, and I've warmed enough now that I, you know, can kind of gauge, okay, that's just, it's giving me a headache because it's really strong. So that one ended up giving me a headache, and I did warm a full cube. So lesson learned there. This did make it to my Scentsy subscription, but my Scentsy Club, but this is definitely a mixer. I will be mixing this with sugar cookie. I will be mixing this with vanilla waves. I'll be mixing it with tons of other things, but just like head on, it's really honestly too strong for me. So that was a good wax that I thought you all would want to know about. But yeah, it's Coffee Tree. Then we have a wax called French Kiss. French Kiss, oh, scent description. Did I say the scent description for Coffee Tree? Let me back up and do that really quick. Coffee Tree, bold and sophisticated, wake up to the rich aroma of freshly roasted coffee beans. So, sorry, I'm gonna try to make sure I fit in those scent descriptions. Moving on now, French Kiss. The scent description for this is sweet fig, tenderly caressed by coconut pulp, exotic cedar, and caramel. I did not think I was going to like this based off of the scent description, and it was probably, you know, that fig smell. I didn't know if I really was into that. Smelling it cold, it does smell very sultry, very like pretty, like a perfect scent for the bedroom. Let's see, I put my notes, it says sweet, sexy scent. So that's what my impression was. And then after I warmed it, you could really smell the cedar, and it is a really great, like I said, scent for the bedroom. So it's along those lines of Satin Sheets or Amazon Rain. It's kind of complex, kind of mellow, and I believe that made it into my Scentsy Club. So that's French Kiss. Then we have fresh cut daisies. Fresh cut daisies in the front, it looks like yellow, but in the back it looks like a white wax. The scent description for this is a meadow awash in summer blooms, freshly cut grass and clover with daisies, buttercups, and ivy. It smelled on cold scent like a fresh floral. You definitely get those floral scents, but it's fresh. That I think the fresh cut grass, and it kind of reminded me of a more flowery version of the NFL wax bar that is being offered right now. Let's see. When I warmed it, this also kind of gave me a little bit of a headache. So it wasn't as bad as the coffee tree, but this is a really strong wax. So if you like that, that's great. Otherwise, I would probably just do like half a cube in an open layout. I don't think I would ever warm this like in a bathroom. It would just like hit you hard. And there is a such thing as, you know, too much of a good thing. So even though it's a beautiful scent and I really liked it, I'll say I loved it. I'll even say that, but it was just strong. So that is fresh cut daisies. Moving on, we have Honeymoon Hideaway. Now Honeymoon Hideaway, it's another one that the front looks like a blue, but the wax is white wax. So Honeymoon Hideaway's scent description says, escape to a secluded retreat of dew-kissed lily and tart sweet kiwi shaded by lush coconut palm. So I will be the first to admit that I do not really enjoy the scent of lilies. I think they're pretty. I think they're great in other people's bouquets, but whenever I get lilies, I have to admit, I pull them out. I don't know, it's just something about that scent is not my favorite. So I kind of thought that I wasn't going to like this scent, but when I smelled it, it didn't have that same scent that I associate with like actual lilies. So, and I do smell quite a bit of the kiwi. And that was just my impressions on cold sniff. When I warmed it, I loved it. So I have been hearing a lot about this on blogs and different research that I do. And Honeymoon Hideaway is one that, you know, pops up and people love it and they miss it. And I see why. I really loved this one. I can't say that it made it to my Scentsy Club, but yeah, if you have an opportunity to get one of these, I definitely would, because it's a good one. That was, let's see, Honeymoon Hideaway. Then, if we're keeping on with the alphabetical order of things, the next scent is called Jet Set Go. So it's this really pretty, it's kind of like a tealy. It's not really blue. It's not really green. It's like teal. Let's see, the scent description for this: jet off to a balmy tropical paradise of Brazilian orange, jungle papaya, and island vanilla. Yeah, it's funny because even though Jet Set Go isn't available anymore, it smells so much like palm trees and ocean breeze that you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference. So this cold sniff, I did write down that it reminded me of palm trees and ocean breeze, which was the scent of the month before last, May, I think. May it was. And it's still available. So if you haven't, if you're like missing Jet Set Go and you're not sure if you, you know, want to go through the effort of tracking it down, the good news is you don't really have to. You can just buy palm trees and ocean breeze and get your fix that way. Let's see, upon warming it, I wrote down that I loved, but it was not very strong for me, but it was really good. And that's kind of how I felt about the other wax, palm trees and ocean breeze, that I really loved it, but I just kind of wanted more of it. So for a nice, easygoing kind of tropical scent, it's great. Probably a crowd pleaser if you're gonna have a bunch of people over that are, you know, sensitive to fragrances. Then we have Kauai Hula. I think that's how you say that, Kauai Hula. And the scent description of this says, say aloha with exotic passion fruit, mango, and papaya. And I underlined the mango and papaya because that's what you smell. That's what I get anyways when I smell this. And actually, this really reminds me of a Scentsy oil that they just came out with in the summer collection. I forget what it's called. I forget which one it is, but it does have that papaya smell and the mango. The only difference is I think that guy has maybe raspberry and this one has passion fruit, but it's so very close. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's pretty tropical. It's more tropical than the one before it. And it is like Hawaiian tropical, pretty fruit, like salad. So that's a good one. It is a really nice like yellow color, like a golden yellow. So that's kind of good. Then moving on, we have a bar called Lemon, Thyme, and Berry. When my husband first smelled this, he loved it. It's this really pretty like purple color, and you get it's just all three of those notes, like without even having to read the scent description. You get lemon, you get like the herbalness of the thyme, and you get berry. So let's see the scent description though. Nonetheless, it says sparkling lemonade and strawberry sprinkled with crushed thyme. So let's see, my notes say, oh yeah, for some reason this wax was just really hard to break. Like normally, you know, the paraffin, because that's what Scentsy waxes are made of, it breaks pretty easily. And this was just, I don't know if anybody else experienced that, but it was kind of hard, like rock hard. So I wrote that down. Let's see. When you warm it, it's got a nice herbally citrus scent. And then I put that I bet if you mixed a little bit of the sugared strawberry and lemon verbena, so if you can't get your hands on this wax, but you wanted to get close to it, there's other waxes that are available that if you mix them, you pretty much get this scent. And those, like I said, I'll repeat it, sugared strawberry and lemon verbena. And that gives you all of these notes, and it's really pretty and refreshing. So a little tip there. That's what I think anyways. Then we have a scent called Love Story. It's a nice like bright red color. Let's see, Love Story's scent description says, innocent pink jasmine and sensual amber embraced by luscious dark chocolate. I don't get the chocolate when I smell this on cold sniff, but I warmed it. Let's see, I warmed it. You get, it says, my notes say, I definitely get the amber and the floral, no chocolate. I guess when I warmed it, I got a little bit of the chocolate, question mark, which I don't really like chocolate, but that's okay. I asked my husband if he smelled a little bit of the chocolate. He didn't really kind of commit and say, yeah, absolutely. But I bet that this would be good to mix. So I put that note in there, like maybe with mocha doodle or like a sugary wax. So that is Love Story. And I liked it. I liked it. It didn't make it into my Scentsy Club, but it was okay. Now we have Lucky in Love. Lucky in Love is like this really pretty, like a lavender color, I guess, like a really light pinky purple. Lucky in Love says a sweet bouquet of mandarin, bergamot, and orange with hints of peaches and berries. So my notes say that on cold sniff, I can really smell the mandarin and the orange with the berries. And then when I warmed it, it really brightened up the smell of the berries, and I loved it even more. So that is Lucky in Love. That guy did make it into my Scentsy Club. So that was a really great one. Then we have a scent called Mulberry Bush. And Mulberry Bush is like really pretty maroon color. Mulberry Bush's scent description is sweet mulberry accented with bittersweet orange peels. I wrote down that I really didn't think I was going to like this, just based off of the scent description before I smelled it. Then when I smelled it, you smell more of the orange than the mulberry, so I really like that. And then upon warming it, I loved this one, which really surprised me because then again, you know, like I said, I didn't think I was gonna like it at all, but that bitterness of the orange really helped it along, and it gave it, like, instead of all of these sweet and bright waxes that are kind of in this collection or this rollout of Bring Back My Bar, this one was a little bitter, which I could dig. So Mulberry Bush is awesome. Loved it. You should pick it up. It was great. And let's do one more before we have to probably cut it and do a continuation. This next wax is called My Wish. My Wish is another really pretty purple wax. It says, let's see, scent description of My Wish: a confection of earthy fig, sweet violet, and playful marshmallow will have you wishing for more. It's just really different. It's kind of a complex scent. I wrote down that I didn't think I was gonna like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it once I warmed it, but then once I did warm it, I loved it. I can see why it was voted back on Bring Back My Bar. That's what it was. There was kind of a nice licorice-y scent to it. So if you like that kind of thing, I didn't think I was going to, and I mean, I like Twizzlers, but that's not really true licorice. I don't really like true licorice like some people do. So if you're one of those people that love licorice, though, this is a great scent for you. And that is My Wish. Stick with me for part 2, and we will go through the rest of these waxes.